Small little clip right before we get into cube sale. Cube sale is going to be happening from like 30 minutes of me recording this, but it'll have long passed for you guys. But I'm going into cube sale with 234 bill. That's my total kind of money that I pulled together. But that's not why we're here. I'm here because it's time for level 27. Yeah, level 27 Soul Janus. We are inching ever closer to the promised land of 30 and being done with this. It's been a slog. We're getting there, man. I don't know how I'm going to do the cube sale thing. I don't know how I'm going to cut it up into videos, because if I record all of the cubing, you guys will pass away from boredom. As will I, but I gotta do it. You guys don't have to watch it. I don't know. We'll see how I cut the video up with the cube sale. Maybe I'll only keep interesting stuff. I don't know, man. I'll figure it out. Or I won't. So this is going to be a pretty uninteresting, well, I wouldn't say uninteresting, but it's going to be uninteresting in the sense that there's going to be no commentary or anything over this. This is all done in post afterwards. I didn't record anything outside of it, aside from, just my Starforcing, because I was in a call with my friend and I was hanging out with him and we were starring our shit together. Ultimately, the goal was to hit 21 star on my shoulders and cape, because those are the only two items I didn't already have at 21. The cape did streak to 21 without fails, so I went for 22, and of course it boomed to the first star it possibly could have. So I had to run basically all of my resources down in order to, hit, but it is what it is, am I right? I mean, I got a 21 star cape in the end. Realistically, I should have waited, and I'm not in any sort of rush to hit 22s. I'm not, it's not something I really care about pushing for. Like, I'm sure maybe eventually I will do it, but it's not going to happen in this upcoming Starforce. The upcoming Shining Starforce, I'm just going to focus on my mules, I think, because I have nothing really else to Starforce on my main. Maybe over time, if I build up enough Arcane dupes, I will push for 22s, but like I said, it's not something I particularly care about. So, I think I've said pretty much all I wanted to say about the Starforcing that's happening right now. So I will, if I remember, I'll put a timestamp in the video to skip past this if you don't want to see this. But if you do want to see this and see how the rest of it plays out, feel free. Like I said, it's 300% speed, so I did my best for you guys. But I already told you what happens. I just get 21 star cape and shoulders. But it does cost me a good bit of meso. And a lot of copies of the items. Alright, guys, it's Sunday morning. I just woke up, and it's still shining Starforce as I'm recording this for a couple hours, but I'm tired of all the events. I think I've used them all as much as I can, so I wanted to go over the things that I did get, because I don't know how I'm going to cut this video up. I do know I didn't record very many clips of the cubing, because the cubing was very haphazard, and also it just took forever. So I don't think you guys want to see all of that. But what I do have is what I ended up getting. So the big things to get out of the way are the facts that I did get the 3-line secondary, which is what I was going for initially. I got this in, I would estimate 50 to 60, or 50 to 80-ish bill, that range, 60 to 80 bill, probably closer. It's hard for me to tell how much because the servers were incredibly laggy, cube using was incredibly laggy. It was really hard to keep track of how much I'm actually using. Because let me tell you, I would set down and just buy a ton of cubes and then take out like 200 at a time because that took forever to take them out of the CAD shop. Look, point is I hit it and I don't feel bad about the amount I spent to hit it. I also hit the 3-line emblem. This hit pretty fast. I remember it was like 200 cubes or 300 cubes or something. It was very quick. I wasn't worried about this as much as I was the secondary just because on average this is much easier to get. So, is what it is, but it was really nice to hit it super early, especially in direct comparison to how long this took, or at least how long this felt like it took with the cube delay. It was miserable. Cube sale was hell. And then with the remaining of my cubes, I started working on the rest of my potentials, my 3 lines, because a lot of my 3 lines were like 2-line all-stat, 1-line luck. So I wanted to upgrade it to 27% minimum or 30% minimum for arcanes in 160 plus gear, which means it would be 2 lines of luck and 1 line of all stat, which isn't perfect, obviously, but that's what I went for because I like to do it incrementally. It just makes the most sense in my brain. But I did on the Fairy Heart and the badge, I wanted to go for 30% just because these are the easiest items to hit. So I did end up hitting 30% on the heart with 1-line prime all stat, and then 30% on the badge with, again, 1-line prime all stat. So funny how it worked out, but it is what it is. Rings, I don't think I touched the Gollix ring. This is just how it was. Slime ring, I also don't think I touched. Endless Terror, I definitely cubed because this was one of the 2 all-stat lines. So this is 30%. 30% on a 160 item is the equivalent of 27 on a 140 item, just so we're clear. And that was my goal. The only items I didn't do this on were my boots and my hat. And we'll get to reasons why. Source of Suffering, though, also 30%. My Gollix Pendant is 27. It's a prime line of all stat. I didn't touch the weapon. I didn't touch the Gollix belt. It's already 27%. The boots I didn't touch. It's 3-line all stat with 2-line prime all stat. I didn't get around to doing this because I got tired of cubing, if I'm being completely honest with you. And I still am tired of cubing. I do have some cubes left over if we take a look at my cash shop. Cash tab, and then I also do have a few cubes left in the CS inventory too, but I'm just tired of cubing. I might go back and fix this and the cape, or the shoulder. The cape, and the hat. Fuck, why do I keep saying cape? It's shoulder. The boots, the shoulder, and the hat. Those are the ones that I still need to fix. Didn't touch the pants because they're already 27, didn't touch the top because it's 30. I did touch the black bean mark, I got it to 30, I tiered it up from unique and got it to 30. I figured it was about time to. Who knows how long I'll be using it for, so I might as well do it. The Berserked, I got a lucky double prime on, which was good. Very happy to hit a double prime on this bad boy. It just makes the item look even better. It just feels good. The hat, again, this is one of the items that I need to work on, but I didn't because the hat is a pain in the ass to roll. Earrings, I did roll because this used to be 966 all stat. I remember that very vividly. I got it to 27. The shoulder I didn't roll. It needs to roll. This is 27, but 27 on a 200 item is not good. It needs to be 30. I did roll double crit damage on the gloves. I'm not going to go for double line crit plus stats. That's ridiculous. And that is something for a different time. And that time is not now, let me tell you. And then the last thing is the cape, which is, again, what you would expect. It's 30%. So overall, pretty good. And then, obviously, since you do see that I'm using my main pendant 3-line, I do need to talk about the fact that I did touch my drop rate gear a little bit. And it's the fact that I originally was going to try to hit double drop on my Conus Treasure. It hit this, so I kept it, and then I moved on over to my event ring. And I finally hit double drop on this. This cost more than hitting 3-line attack on my secondary, and let me explain. I used 5,500 red cubes, or glowing cubes, I think is what they're called now. Glowing cubes? Yes. I used 5,500 glowing cubes on this, and the reason why I know glowing cubes are not good for double prime, but I had them already from the cube sale. These were extra. They were already discounted and bought, so I was like, I'll just throw it on there. The average isn't that much more, and with the cube sale, it honestly is cheaper still. But I used 5,500, and I got tired of cubing because it takes so goddamn long, so I swapped over to buying bright cubes from the cube vendor machine. So I was paying full price for these just because I wanted it to be over faster. And I spent down from 100 bill to 60 bill in addition to the 5,500 red cubes that I used. And that is so far over average for double drop. It is painful. Like, I'm in the fucking 99.99 percentile, man. That shit sucks. But I did eventually get it. And this is the kind of thing that I was worried about happening on my secondary, so it sucks to happen, period, but man, that's the reality I thought I would be in with my secondary. But we did, like I said, we eventually got it, and then I was able to swap over to using a Pendant of the Spirit in my drop meso gear with max drop meso, 100, 200, which was what I wanted to do. And then as far as Starforcing go, I didn't really get much Starforcing done, because I didn't really have that much to Starforce. I Starforced my drop earrings because I had one dupe. It didn't go anywhere. It boomed, so I got it back to 17. I was able to draw... I did get another pendant. I could buy another pendant, so I Starforced this and see if it wanted to go to 21. It did want to go to 21, so now I have a 21 star pendant here. I know it's not 22, but it doesn't need to be 22, man. It was 17 before Starforce. It's okay. Then for my main gear, the things that I Starforced was the cape. I tried to get the cape to 22 because I one-tapped it from 17 to 21, but it boomed on the first star from 21 to 22. So then it was a struggle to get it back to 21. In fact, I thought it was going to stay at 17 because I blew up every single dupe. And I was just Starforcing this last one to see if it would go. And if it didn't go, I would have spent the meso on buying a clean cape with coins. With my meso and just keeping that at 17. And then same deal with the shoulders. I blew up a bunch of dupes of shoulders. I didn't safeguard the shoulders because I had like 8 dupes. And it eventually went, but I blew up a lot of dupes with it. It is what it is. The Starforcing was rough. I also did Starforce 2 mules with a little bit of extra meso that I had. I Starforced up my Dawn Warrior and Thunderbreaker to pretty much have 17/18 star CRA and stuff. Overall, though, it was a good event for me. Hopefully, you guys had a similarly good event. But I think that's enough yapping for now. I'll see you guys in the next clip. I'm sorry, I lied. My CP. 182 mil without familiars. With familiars, I think I'm a little bit above 207, which is really cool for being libbed. I can't put on fams because your fams don't show your own CP. It's like broken. But this is with the Legion title. Without the Legion title, I'm 174. But it is what it is. It is what it is, man. I'm really happy with this. I gained about 40 mil CP because I was 142, I think. And now I'm 182. So that is big gains. I'm very happy. And I'm looking forward to libbing. Alright, this is going to be a little quick one. I want to do a culvert. Culvert after Starforcing and Cube Sale. Because I want to see just how much stronger I got, like for real. I'm going to try to do a min-max culvert. Obviously that's my goal, but will I achieve a min-max culvert? Who knows? I am not known for being good at culvert. I'm known for forgetting to press buttons. That's just the kind of guy that I am, though. But let's see. Let's see what I can do. Upon entering the culvert, all my buffs will disappear. I will run a white pot because I don't care. Red, green. G-Buff, Legion, Ursus. I have an MVP superpower, I'll use that, why not? I have an Echo, I have my Fams. Got my Fammies. I think that's everything. Methinks. But I don't know for sure. I think that's everything, though. And I think if I just insta-fatal strike and enter, it's good enough. So now if I go in, I was just checking my toggles to make sure everything was on. Because I've been known to forget toggles on occasion. Back up Shadow Momentum, it is fully stacked. I'll Shadow Bite this one. Drop a GDS. Transcendent Cygnus, so I don't think you use it here anymore because you only have one charge. Hit him with a little mini burst. Yeah, the Fatal procced perfectly. So you just insta-proc Fatal and then walk in. Okay. Shadow Spear. I'll hold Bite until 80 to try to center it. I think the next thing that I need to do is simply press Glory of the Guardian at 65-ish. We're looking pretty good, though. Press Glory now. I'll do that. Shadow Bite. Transcendent Cygnus Blessing. Re-GDS. I'll Shadow Bite right before I Origin. So, like, now. Shadow Bite at 20. So, like, now. Press this. My Roar. Now we're just chilling. It's in God's hands now. As to where we end up. 30K? Oh, we're so close. 29.7. Sad. I mean, that's still really good, but I would have liked 30. It's okay. That is very big gains, because I'm higher than my Night Troop culverts, and Night Troop event buffs were insane. We do have some event buffs going on right now. My event buffs from this is just 4 of 6 boss damage, 4 of 6 IED. And then I've been putting points into EXP. So I have boss and IED from this, but it is definitely not on the level of Night Troop. So I've made some pretty good gains. I'm happy about that. And I think I did my culvert mostly okay. So almost 30K unlibbed is pretty fucking good. I'm happy with that.